there, and welcome once again to my YouTube channel. My name is Penny Shadikwetle and I am a transformation life coach. Oftentimes I share knowledge, I share some nuggets of truth in this channel. And if you're new to this channel, you're not here by mistake. No, make no mistakes. You are here by divine appointment. And today I'm handling the topic of success. But if you're new to this channel, please scroll down and just check on the areas of topics that I've covered in the past. I've spoken about self-assessment, I've spoken about healing, I've spoken about transforming your grief, I've also spoken about how to be happy on purpose. There's a lot of areas that I've covered thus far. And as I say, today I want to tackle the topic of success. So in our world, we often think that success means that there is some physical material things that are manifesting in my life to show that I'm successful. For example, we tend to measure success with the amount of money that we have in a bank, or how big my car is, or how big my house is, or where I have been for a holiday in the past 3 months, something like that, but which is not totally wrong. But in the strictest sense of the word, success can be achieved in every aspect of our life, because we are body, we are mind, we are spirit. So in every aspect of our mind, of our lives, if we can attain a success, or if things are working in accordance, in alignment with my purpose, in alignment with the desires of my soul and what I have come here to be and to do in this world, that will testify to the aspect of success. Suppose there are two paths, two roads that lead somewhere. The one road leads to grief, it leads to anxiety, it leads to fear, it leads to worry, it leads to uncertainty, it leads to all these negative aspects that we don't want to see in our lives. Yet there is another road that leads to peace, love, harmony, joy, happiness, you name it, all this good stuff that we want, the positive things that we want to see manifesting in our lives. There are two roads. The one leads to that grief and negativity that we don't want, and the other leads to positivity, happiness, love, all those nice and fuzzy feelings that we want to accumulate in our lives. And in the scripture, I'm reminded of the scripture that says that I've set before you life and death, blessings and curses, therefore choose life. So that is what the scripture says. And when we often choose, most people will choose, 90% of the people will choose this path that leads to anger, anxiety, and all this negative stuff. Why? Because of the fact that this success is viewed in a physical manifestation of things. And yet, the path leads to goodness. It's like a narrow gate that the one scripture says. It's a narrow gate, which most people don't usually choose, because there is effort, there is laboring, and sometimes there is putting off some nice things. If, like, for example, if I want to go to a party and I want to also finish maybe my manuscript or book, I will ordinarily want to choose to go to the party because it's nice. I want to have some fun. But yet, if I finish my book, that will bring greater satisfaction. So that's how we think success is. And we often say as coaches that there must be balance in different areas of our lives. So when I start coaching someone, the first thing that we will work on is the values, to try and ascertain what is my client valuing at this present moment. So there are 7 areas or 8 areas of manifestation in our lives. That would be on a career level, on a family level, on a spiritual level, on the financial level, socially. Yes, we must be social being, on physical level, how we look, how we feel, and then an intellect. What are we putting into our minds? Are we growing spiritually? Are we stretching our mind? Are we feeding the mind? So those are the areas when we talk about success that I'm really honing on. The seed that we are planting that is going to lead to a satisfying life, a life of value, a life of success. So yes, we are craving. We want to be successful. That is why we came here. And success is something desirable that we want to achieve. But the thing is, my success does not mean the same as success to someone else. I have my own definition of success, and if I manage to achieve what I see as success, I will be satisfied. My definition of success is creating an environment of truth and power, thriving on spiritual growth, content, and courageous, and pioneering a chain reaction of love, of joy, kindness, peace, happiness, compassion, and with commitment to creating value whilst I'm being generous. So that is ultimately the way I view success. So in my definition of success, you could see that there is spiritual growth. I want to grow spiritually, which is something that is going to sustain what I'm manifesting in this world, that is going to bring the soul into what I'm creating in this world. So the truth that I want to share, and the life that I want to live, it must be in alignment with my soul. That's what will make me happy as a conscious being. So like I mentioned, also I'm mentioning consciousness and mindset. And then if I'm consciously aware of the fact that for me to be successful, I have to manifest my definition of success, which is also can be called my mission in life. This is my mission in life, the one that I just spoken about. So it's not to say that someone else focusing on something different or their definition of success is wrong. It just means that the world tend to box aspects in our lives, areas in our life, and when we are not fitting into those boxes that the society has put us in, then we tend to think that we are not manifesting the life that we came here to live, and then we tend to also feel that we are not good enough and feel unhappy and feel like our lives have no meaning. No. If the takeaway that you need to take away from this message today, or this video that I'm sharing today, is that we are unique being. Let that sink in. We are unique being, and each and every one of us have come here for a certain purpose. And it may not be similar, and it's not similar. And the fact that success tend to be defined in accordance with the large bank accounts, or the big cars, or the big houses, it's intimidating to some people who don't have those things, and who could be living meaningful lives but feeling that they don't measure up, they're not successful simply because they don't have these things that the world seem to measure success on. We all know that there are people who have these material things, but they are not happy. So some people have these material things, but they have weak health. Is that the definition of success? Is that what we want to teach the coming generation, that to be successful, you need to acquire these things? Yet we know that some people who have these things are not successful, which also is reminding me of a scripture in the Bible by one of the most about teacher. I think it's in the book of Matthew. I cannot find it right now, but it's in the book of Matthew, where there was a parable spoken by Jesus to his disciple. Okay, it's Matthew 25 verses 14 to 30, which is really about the measure of success. How do you measure success? And I'm just gonna paraphrase. So in this parable, there was an owner of the land who had servants, and he left them talents for them to work while he goes away. So to one he gave 5 talents, to another he gave 3 or 2 talents, and to another yet he gave 1 talent, which is the how we can see ourselves descending into this realm. We were sent by our master, who is the creator, God, who has given us certain talents. Some he has given more, and the Bible also somewhere says to whom much is given, much is expected. So yes, some he has given more talents, others he has given less talent, and to some he's given 1. And it's not to say that there is unfairness in that. It's because he knows us, he understands our capacity, our capacity and the desire that we have. So to people who are given more talents, it just means that they have greater desire, and with that greater desire, with that greater power that they have, come greater responsibility. So it means that if you are given 5 talents, there's a lot of responsibility that is placed upon you to manifest these awesome gifts that you are given. So the person that was given 5 managed to double the talents that were given, and in making them 10. Another person also managed to double also the gifts that they were given, and made 6. If there were 3, they doubled them, and then they could make 6. But the person who was given 1 also hid that talent, didn't do anything with that talent. Why? We could say that is because of this world concept that says that to be successful you need to have this greater physical success. Maybe the person was intimidated and decided not to do, or maybe they were simply lazy, or maybe they were not in touch with their soul, or maybe they didn't get to understand what their calling is, and they just sat on the gifts that they were given and not do anything about it, and which was not pleasing to the master, because even that talent that he was given was taken from him. So it just means that whatever the talents that we have, we are my encouragement is that whatever talent that you are feeling that you have, whether it's great, whether it's small, just take the action, do it, and that action will bring you towards the success that you want to achieve. Maybe you are having blockages in life because you are not thinking big of your talent. You are comparing yourself to someone else with a perceived big talent, which you don't know whether yours is big or small, because you are not acting out your talents because of the measure of success that you are thinking people are going to judge on. And also, if we compare ourselves to other people, that is the greatest pandemic, greater than the COVID pandemic that we just came out of. It is a pandemic because you are just throwing it into the creator's face that, what you have given me is not good enough. And yet he knew when he gave you that talent that this is what you came here to manifest, and this is what is going to bring success in your life. The only way that only you can be successful, the only way you can define your own success. So the takeaway from this video about success is that success that is going to bring prosperity in your life is the one that you are going to define for yourself, with the guidance, with the leading of your soul, because your soul knows everything. Your soul knows where, who, how, and it can lead you to those divine appointments that you are seeking, that you have been asking for but then you were not taking in your soul with it. So align with your soul, meditate, get deeper and deeper and deeper, and extract that talent. And just do it. Just act upon it. Well, I hope that I have managed to motivate you to see and view yourself as a successful being that you came here to be, and to extract those gifts, those talents that you were given by the Creator. And that's it from me today, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.